And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5. And for Boston, Tatum and Cantor together down low. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. All right, tonight a matchup of teams that know how to get stops, Brent. When you were playing with the Spurs, what made those defenses so special?
The word it comes down to is accountability, and that is that you understand you have a role defensively just as much, Kevin, as you do on the offensive end. It certainly doesn't hurt that on the back end you have Tim Duncan calling out plays, blocking shots.
Yes.
But accountability to your role defensively, that's where Greg Popovich gets you to play.
And the communication's so vital.
That always helps, but sometimes Pop takes that just a little bit too far.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside, Walker. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Pass to Cantor. Over Curry. Cantor's shot is off.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Now Green following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Here's Curry with the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cantor, the pass to Walker. Boston again missing.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Russell finds Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 6 points for Steph Curry.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And here's Brown outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
Consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Ojale, and it's Williams at the center position. That's the Boston 5. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Robinson misses. Celtics trail by 3. Passes it to Smart. He's looking for Williams and finds him. That one falls.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Curry against Walker. Williams with the block. Here's Ojale, guarded by Robinson. Ojale passes to Williams. And the basket is good. Williams has got the lead up to 1 now for Boston.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
To the middle. Here's Looney. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 6. Looney kicks to Burks. And the Warriors miss again. The Celtics have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the 7th. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Tipped away. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Boston on top, up by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they spent a lot of time away from the basket defensively. They need to get in the paint, Ernie. Whether it's running the offense to the low post or on dribble drive, pick and rolls, get into the paint.
And that's a wrap. With the 3rd quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. It's a 1-point game.
Interesting to see the Warriors not be prohibitive favorites coming into the season. You still have to give the Warriors a lot of credit for the run they've been on. 5 straight finals, something that we haven't seen since the 1960s with the Boston Celtics.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Curry in at the point. .122 left in the 3rd quarter. And for the Warriors, a new opponent in the finals. First time, Brett, they didn't face the Cleveland Cavaliers.
First time no Cleveland, and first time for the Raptors appearing in the finals. And those injuries, Kevin, quite frankly, just too much to overcome. Very unfortunate to not see both teams at full strength at the most important time of the year.
Shoots. And Cantor pulls it down. Boston trailing. Pass to Brown. He feeds it to Tatum. The shot, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Curry dishes to Russell. Golden State moving it around. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Langford comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. And then for Golden State, Looney's checked in for Cauley-Stein, and Alec Burks subbed in for Curry. And that one falls for Tatum.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
17 seconds left in the third. Now Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. It's over Langford. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Warriors trailing. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Smart is out there with Langford. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Green against Tatum.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Jason Tatum.
It's the first, and that gives them the lead. Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Thompson, no good. Boston shooting about 42% so far. Langford, the pass to Tatum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Tatum's got the lead up to 4 now for Boston.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
Russell against Tatum. Out to Thompson.
His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Hayward comes in for Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Langford. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Walker will be at the line shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 6. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Look, tough proposition here. They've got to knock down a 3, foul, hope for some misses, then make another 3. I would not hold out much hope.
Five seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's money from deep.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's see who's the loudest.
Everybody starts as a kid, pure heart, then they turn their head. Mama, all they know is traumatized, feeling jeopardized. We just want to win. What's a style when you ain't trying to grow in? 5 years later, all that is just a flashback. Digital glass, who's the one with it? Now be a good boy, used to be high. Digital glass, going around it. Now be a good boy, used to be flashback. Digital glass, who's the one with it? Now be a good boy, used to be flashback. Digital glass, flashback. Digital glass, flashback. Digital glass, flashback. Digital glass. Feeling the sound, feeling the feeling. I'm in the streets.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Celtics, Kemba Walker will be at the line shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.